Welcome back to part 2 of All the Mods 9 Season 2. We've finally got our house up and running. It's looking pretty good. I've gotten a lot done since the last episode, so I'm going to explain through everything. So my first, obviously, line of business was getting this built. So I built this initially in a creative world, and then using the copy-paste gadget from Builder's Gadgets. I don't know if I have it on me. I do. This one right here, I was able to paste the house in. So, for those curious on how to copy and paste between worlds, basically what you do is there's this thing called a template manager. I think there's one inside here. Let me quickly have a look-see. Template manager, this one. So when you create your thing and you copy it using the copy-paste tool, if you click this copy button, it's going to copy some text to your clipboard, like your computer's clipboard, hop into the world that you want to paste the build into, and then just click paste in a template manager with a copy-paste gadget in it, and it will paste from your clipboard into the copy-paste gadget. If you want to do some other stuff in the meantime, you can save that text to a notepad document, and you can use that, and then you can come back and copy it later. So that's how I copied this over. It took me a while to assemble all the resources. I also changed up some of the look of it from what I had in my survival creative world. Like these banded stripped planks weren't there, and these floors were different, yada yada yada, so on and so forth. So let's start off with the basics on how everything runs. But before we do that, let's quickly get some sleep. One moment. Close that up. And get a little nap in. So my priority number one was getting storage up and running. And storage is much easier. Because obviously I want an AE2 system. But I didn't want to have to set up disk drives and all that and get all that automation up and running quite yet, because it's a lot of effort and very resource intensive. It turns out there's this very useful item called the, where is it? There's two useful items. There's the storage controller from functional storage and the storage controller from sophisticated storage. So sophisticated storage 1 allows you to use sophisticated storage iron chests and barrels, and will connect all of those as a single inventory. So you can use a storage bus on that storage controller, and the storage controller from functional storage just lets you access your drawers. So I've got 2 storage buses and my crafting terminal, so I can see all my items that I have in storage. I do need to upgrade these to gold chests because they're starting to get a little bit on the full side. We don't have to worry about that quite yet. I also need to empty out this chest a little bit because it's getting very full. I've got stack upgrades in here so that I can stack more than the standard 64 of a given item. So that's why I have fucking nearly 1,000, over 1,000 copper ingots in here. So that's how that works. So that was the first priority, setting this up. And I'll show you again. So the energy acceptor is down here. By the way, down here is a mess. I plan on cleaning it up, but I haven't quite yet. Energy acceptor and 2 storage buses on the various controllers. Now, in terms of power, to start off with, I had this deep resonance setup, which I plan on doing a full video on at some point, on a guide to deep resonance once I figured it out a little bit more. But this is a really good, just easy to set up power storage solution. I've currently only got 3 of the generator parts, so I can only do 3 crystals at a time. I believe that's how it works. So yeah, I've also still got the iron generator with the hopper botany pot. I'm going to take those out. This is practically useless. I never use it. What else do I have in terms of power? I've got the windmills outside, out here. So I've just got the wind generators from power and the from mechanism, and the solar panel from power, which I got from a quest reward. So those were the starter power sources. Now what I'm doing is another source of power is these magmators from power. So initially I was going the magma crucible route, but this is so unbelievably slow, even with augments, that it was not worth it for me. Also got a lot of flex, that's very good. This is so unbelievably slow. So what I did is just now, actually, that's what I just finished up, was in the Nether I set up this. So basically, oh, a little bit of lag. There we go. So I've got a flux point on an energy cube. This is set to the highest priority. And then a universal cable and a basic motor. That motor is powering this large cogwheel, which goes into a gearbox, and then a vertical gearbox. Yes. Yeah, gearbox and then a vertical gearbox. A small cog, mechanical pump facing upwards, pump pipe in there, pipe here, into an ender tank with the red, orange, yellow code. That's how I decide like which tank it goes to, because every tank with the same code will like be encoded to the same sort of frequency and can have the same throughput. So any ender tank that has red, orange, yellow from now on will be filled with lava, because that's what this is doing. Since it's infinite, technically, 10,000 blocks, this is just infinite lava. So it's getting pumped up through there into the ender tank, and then we'll head back to the base. And down here, we'll see that it's putting energy into these magmators, which I plan on upgrading in the future. Both of them have flux plugs on them. Why is this one not working? Well, it must be because this is 0 energy in it. Wait, yeah, they're both up and running. Awesome. I've also got a flux plug here on my energy cell. This is basically where all the other power sources are flowing into. So my resonant crystals are flowing into here, my iron furnace is flowing into here, my wind generator, my power generator, or my solar panels flow into here. This one was just, I had it, so it's a second energy buffer. I haven't hooked up the metallurgic infuser to it yet, so that's something that's on the priority list. So that's my power. I've also got hostile neural networks up and running, just for Enderman and Blaze. Now, for any of you out there, I need to fix up the priorities on the Flux networks. That's not looking good. For any of you out there who struggle with getting slimes in the early game, like I do, and Enderman, to farm up the amount of kills for the data models, I used these really nifty things. So they're called, they're from the Gateways of Eternity mod. So they've got Blaze, Enderman, Slime, some like random passive mobs, an upgraded Blaze, an upgraded, I don't know what this is actually, 10 dungeon loot rolls. Interesting. I don't know what either of these do, but basically they summon a little portal that will summon waves of certain enemies. So I had Blaze, Slime, and Enderman, which I used to farm up slime balls, blaze powder, and ender pearls, and also like just increase the amount of the research on the data models. So that's what I did to get those. I'm gonna get rid of this fire real quick. There we go. I also down here, I don't remember why I built this, which is weird because I had a very specific purpose for it. But oh, it was just a mob farm so I could get some Mahal, which I'll talk about here in a second. But it's basically just a spider spawner up there, you can't really see it, and some vector plates on the floor. It's pretty simple. It's got a golden apple and a comparator on it, so I can turn it on and off, and also mob spawn with no AI. Now let's talk about the thing that took me the longest to figure out, because the quest page for it is garbage, and that's Mahal Tusaki. I think that's how it's pronounced. What did I get? Oh, flux storage. Solar panel. Ooh, a solar panel. I'm actually gonna chuck that here. Where is it? Mahal Tusaki. There it is. Or Salki. I don't know. Salkai? Fucked if I know how it's pronounced. But either way, the Mahal mod. And so basically, to get started with that, what I did is I used this sacrificial knife from Blood Magic to damage myself, and then clicked Shift and M to create this Mahalgen on the floor. And then I've also, well, I'll go through the quest page. I got this a tuner, which is in my backpack, which I actually need to start filling up again because my Mahal is maxed out. So yeah, you basically create the Mahalgen on the floor, get your tuner. The spells I only use the spell to create the lake for the Caliburn. I got the Mortar and Pestle, obviously. This is a very useful, very useful spell, but we'll get to that in a second. So basically, the first things first, I got the Mahalgen, and then I sort of trial and errored my way into creating the lake, which I initially created here, realized it was a mistake, and deleted it. And then if we go outside, I created the full lake out here. The guide does, the quest book does tell you how to make the lake with pretty good accuracy, so that's fine. So this is the lake for Mahal Tusaki. Basically, you throw in a diamond sword with smite on it, and it gives you the Caliburn. Now, to get a smite enchantment is actually very easy. So I got the enchanter from Ender.io, Rotten Flesh and Lapis with a book and quill, creates an enchanted book. So that's how I got the enchanted book. Added smite to a diamond sword, threw it in there, get the Caliburn. And then, the one other thing, to get enough Mahal to be able to create the Caliburn, because you need 5,000. I'm going to teach you a little something useful. So we'll head back upstairs again. This right here is the durability exchange ritual. Basically what it does is any items above it or any items in a chest underneath it will be converted into Mahal. So what I did is I put like 2 cobblestone here, did the ritual to create the Mahaljan, deleted the blocks underneath, put a chest underneath the durability exchanger, and initially I was using stone shovels, but osmium shovels are way, way better. And I sat here like this for about 15 minutes, just filling it up with 5,000 Mahal, which I then could use to create the caliburn by throwing the diamond sword into the lake. Next line of business is to get these Ender upgrade orbs, which are very expensive. I need an empty upgrade orb from Iron Spells and Spellbooks. I know nothing about Iron Spells and Spellbooks, and there's no quest page for it either, which is going to make it even more fun, even though I swear there used to be. Or am I going insane? Blood Magic, Botania, Evilcraft, Forbidden Arcanus, Cultism, Cataclysm, Twilight Forest. I swear there used to be an Iron Spells and Spellbooks page, but I might have to go through and just watch a guide on it so I can get the necessary things, especially since I don't know how to repair my caliburn. I haven't been able to figure that out, so it's kind of getting low on durability right now. Only 187 left, but should be right for the time being. So that's how I got the caliburn. Next in line is obviously getting these Ender upgrade orbs. The Ender runes are pretty cheap, I think. Oh, I need to farm these guys. Yeah, I have literally zero idea, which I'll worry about in the future. But I want to actually do it because I've never actually made the Morgan before. This is my first time. So it's a very, very new experience for me. What else do I have? Diamond Furnace, auto outputting into here. What the fuck is a nuke virus? What the fuck? I've just got basic stations here. Inscriber, Charger, stuff for AE2. Metallurgic Infuser. Oh, I actually need to smelt that for something later. Just basic materials. This was from a quest. This is how I got the Dark Steel for the Enchanter, using this primitive alloy smelter. I did get the teleport pad. Basically how I did that was I found an ancient city, explored a little bit, found the Orlamodium, used the ore hammer to turn it into dust, and then smelted that dust. Also, there's a guy down here. Let's kill him real quick. I need to get this place a bit more lit up, to be perfectly honest. I'm also going to kill this guy. Using up my fragile durability. Why is my Fluxor not charging? Or is it at max charge? It should be wirelessly charging, because I've got Flux networks to do that. Wireless charging, hotbar slots, apply. There we go. Okay, so now it's charging everything in my inventory. Well, not in my inventory, but in my hotbar. So what else do I need to cover? Gateways to Eternity, hostile neural networks. Oh, for the hostile neural networks, basically what I've done is I've got this drawer where I'm manually putting in prediction matrices. They're automatically being pulled into these two. And then, oh no, sorry, being pulled from here into those two. And then these, oh actually I need to disconnect that one from the top because otherwise it's going to flow straight in. But we'll figure that out here in a second. So basically, the prediction matrices go into here. The item pipes take the items out, place them into here. And the prediction matrices, the predictions, the like Blaze and Enderman predictions, and since they can't go into here, they can only go into there. And this automatically pulls into here. And since the general predictions or the Enderman and Blaze predictions can't go into here, the only things that can go are the generalized predictions, which are these two here. So that's how I got it set up, so I don't have to use much more in the terms of logisticals and stuff like that. Anything else that I've particularly made? I don't think so. The plan for the next the next little bit is to upgrade the basement for this house. That's priority number 1. And then probably resource generation. So maybe mystical agriculture. I haven't decided yet. But the basement needs a remodel, definitely. But I think that's pretty well explained. I've explained how everything works if you want to copy it for your own worlds. If there's anything that I've set up that you're confused about, feel free to let me know. And if I am able to answer the question, I will answer it. For the time being, though, that's sort of how everything works. I'm just making sure I've explained everything that I need to explain. I've explained the storage, I've explained the diamond furnace, I've explained the copy-paste gadget, I've explained Mahal and I've explained hostile neural networks, deep resonance, and the lava shit. Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you all very much for watching. I do plan on upgrading that basement. Don't you worry about that. But yeah, it's happy to have you all here again. If you have any suggestions for things I could try that I haven't tried out before, because I haven't tried out. I'm not going to use refined storage. I haven't used much productive bees, but I don't like bees, so that's why. Haven't used alchemistry. Haven't used draconic evolution. Haven't used much of pneumatic craft. I'm going to be interested to go through this quest page, actually. Maybe a little bit of Greg. Haven't decided yet. Ars Nouveau, that's going to be something I'm going to try out. Blood Magic, Botania. Not going to do Eidolon at all. That's what made me quit the last fucking playthrough I did. Fuck Eidolon. I don't even get what the point of Eidolon is. I don't think you need it for the star, so I don't care. Evilcraft, Forbidden Arcanus, Cultism. Yeah. If you have any suggestions for cool new things I can try, because this is very much a shifting my approach sort of playthrough, because I've never used Mahal before. Usually when I start a new world, it's Bumrush Mystical Agriculture, Bumrush AE2, and then work towards the star. Oh, Bumrush Power, and then work towards the star. And Mechanism. So Mechanism AE2, Mystical Agriculture, the star, basically. That's basically my priority list. But I haven't actually approached this playthrough in the same way. I've been trying out new things like Mahal trying out new forms of power generation, power transfer, using the flux points, and using the energy and item pipes from pipes. These aren't permanent. They're going to go away very soon. No, don't worry, because I know they're bad for TPS. But this whole setup down here is, one, way earlier than I usually get half of these things, and two, completely new to me. I've never used the magmators before, never used much of flux plugs outside of like very little amounts because I couldn't figure it out, but now I figured it out, so we're good. So yeah, it's been very much an approach of new stuff for me. I very much want to try out alchemistry. I feel like that would be really fun. I have no idea. Oh, is it the full ass like periodic table? I don't recognize half of these things. Gold, tin, germanium. Maybe. Oh, it looks like it is, actually. I might try out some more alchemistry. But anyway, thank you all very much for watching this second episode of All the Mods 9. I hope you like this more creatively inspired... Oh, actually, instead of ending it off here, speaking of the creative stuff, let's go over how this space was made. So I'm going to get into a bed. I'm going to hop into spectator mode so I can actually show the process. So basically, fill up our attuned emerald, and we're going to hop into spectator. So basically, it started off with just the base, this like layout of like the pillars, these like wooden beams, and then initially it was supposed to be just like archways of like wood going along here, but instead I changed them out to using the framed blocks, frame panels, and it's different levels of frame panels. What are you guys doing? So yeah, so using the framed panels along here, and these are framed panels, and then these are just normal blocks. Same for these sides. These ones are using the framed vertical stairs to create that sort of bulging look. And I've got some of these ladders from Quark to add a sort of depth to the actual beams. More framed blocks along here. This was the hardest part, was collecting the framed blocks for the actual copy and paste tool. And the copy paste tool doesn't save the NBT data of the frame blocks, so they just came through as default framed blocks. That's why these ones are still default instead of having been filled in, because I'm too lazy to. All the other ones were manually filled in with resources that I gathered over the course of probably about 4 or 5 hours of work. I haven't done anything with this top bit yet. I don't know what I'm going to do with the top bit yet. I don't even know if I'm going to use the top bit yet, but it looks good anyway, so I don't really mind too much. But I think from an aesthetic standpoint, it looks pretty good. I used Builder's Wands a little bit, copy-paste gadget, obviously, and just a lot of grinding. It helped having, mystical agriculture, to sort of like, oh not hopper botany pots to like sort of get more wood easier. That made life a lot simpler to do. But yeah, that's the sort of how it was built. I very much wanted it to be a house on top of this thing, like this whole like cube thing. But I think it came out pretty well. So this as a starting center point for my what's going to be like a huge sprawling base going all along here. I think it looks pretty damn good. Oh, my pickaxe as well, I will say, is Enderium, which I needed to mine all the modium. It used to be diamond, but now it's Enderium. So anyway, that actually being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. Very much more motivated to play this world than I have previous worlds, because this whole process would have taken me like 2 or 3 episodes worth of like recording to do, like several hours worth of recording. Oh, no, not several episodes, but yeah, several hours. And I much prefer this sort of layout of, I'm very passionate about what I've made, like I'm very proud of what I've made, and I want to share it, but without having to be forced to be entertaining in the process of making it. So I hope you all enjoyed this shift in approach. I am very keen to keep going with this Let's Play. Well, not even Let's Play, just this playthrough, and try out some new stuff. Maybe do some more magic stuff earlier on, so I don't have to worry about it later. But we shall see as things progress. Thank you all very much for watching, and you will have a lovely rest of your day. Don't forget to subscribe.